A couple of days ago, I shared with you all how I have been unemployed since I came to Canada. And I know many of you are wondering how we are able to survive in a place like Toronto on just my husband's income, considering the fact that he is even a student, so he's not earning much. In today's video, I'm going to share with you all what I do or what we do as a family to ensure that we live within our means. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edwina. If today is your first time here, you are so welcome. It is a pleasure to have you here with me. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. I cannot start today's video without acknowledging the role my mother has played in everything that I'm coming to talk about today. You know, quite recently, I started hearing a lot about the term minimalism, and then I read a lot and I'm thinking, is this not everything my mother has taught us? Is this not the way my mother has taught us to live all this while? So, that is how my mother has taught us to live all this while. So it's not something that I struggle to do. It is something that has become my life. Minimalism comes naturally to me because that was how I was brought up. One of my mother's favorite Bible quotation is Philippians chapter 4 verse 12, and I'm going to share it with you all. It says, I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. Amen. So this is one of my mother's favorite Bible quotation that you hear her say it, recite it almost all the time, and she actually lives by it, and that is how she brought us up. So these things that I'm able to do to ensure that we live within our means are things that come very naturally to me because that is all I know how to do. That is the values my mother has instilled in me right from childhood. Okay, so I'm going to take you all through some of the things I do or we all do to live within our means. The very first thing is that we do not use the credit card until we know how we are going to pay it off, because one thing we have agreed on as a family is not to carry over any debt on our credit cards. At the end of every month, we totally clear whatever amounts that has been used on our credit cards. So we have a limit on how much we are going to spend on the credit card, as we do not intend to carry it over and be paying interest on credit card debts. We do not even want to start having credit card debts. That is the first and foremost thing. The second thing is that we mostly, almost all the time, eat home. We do not eat out. We eat home almost all the time, because you all know that eating outside, it's cost much more to eat outside than to eat home. So we make sure that we always cook at home and we eat at home. We do not do takeaways. We do not do fast foods all the time. We cook at home and we eat at home. For a family like ours, a family of 4 like ours, it will not cost us anything less than $100 if we decide to eat out. But with the same $100, I am able to buy so much from the grocery store and cook for the family for a number of days. So it makes more economic sense for us to always eat at home. In fact, when my husband is going to work or going to school, I still pack his lunch and he goes with it. So that is how we have been living all this while. The next thing is that we have children, yeah? You know, children love to have fun. Must fun always come at a cost? No, fun must not always come at a cost. We have brought up our children in a way that we have fun with them without spending $1. We go for walks and they enjoy it. We go to the parks and they play. We sit and read together. We tell stories. Our Friday night family movie is something that we all enjoy, and all of these things are things we do without spending $1. So you all see, fun doesn't have to be expensive. We ensure our children have fun. Going for walks, they enjoy it. Going to the parks, going to beautiful places with them. And for where we live, there are so many beautiful places around. Some just 30 minutes walk away and all that. Where we take them and they run around and they have fun and all that at absolutely no cost at all. Days where we cannot go for walks, we stay home and share stories with them, we read books with them, or we all watch a movie together as a family, and they really love it. And it does not cost us $1 to do that. Another thing we do not do is that we do not buy coffee from outside. I am not even a lover of coffee, but my husband is. So I make sure that whenever he's stepping out, if he wants coffee, I'll make some in a flat for him to take along where he's going. I also make sure he carries coffee on him. If he's going to a place where he has what he needs to make the coffee, I'll put the coffee in his bag. So he always goes around with his coffee so that he doesn't have to spend money on buying coffee. He used to buy coffee when we were not here, but till we came, that money has been saved. Saving those little monies really goes a long way. Another thing we do is to take advantage of sales. So we have the Costco, we have membership with Costco where we do our monthly shopping. So we do one shopping monthly at Costco. And we all know Costco is a wholesale shop, so we get things at wholesale prices and in bulk. Luckily for us, we have a deep freezer that we are able to keep these things that we buy in bulk in the freezer and it doesn't go bad. So we do our monthly shopping at Costco. We also have shops like No Frills where we go there also once in a month depending on what we want to buy. There's also this Chinese shop where I buy my chicken and fish. They have it in boxes. The prices are way better than Costco, so we do not buy chicken and fish from Costco. We do the chicken and the fish from this Chinese shop I'm talking about. It's in Islington Avenue. That's where we buy our chicken and our fish, and we do some other groceries from No Frills, and it's once a month in any of these shops I have spoken about. So we go to Costco, we go to No Frills, and we go to this Chinese shop. We do these three shops once every month. Costco runs sales monthly, so before I step out to go for shopping in Costco, I go through their online to check out which items are on sales and which of them we can take advantage of as a family. There are so many items that I can say for a fact that we have never bought them at their usual prices because these are items we use all the time. So when they are on sales, we grab as many as we can. When we talk of personal hygiene items, when we talk of toiletries, we talk of cleaning supplies. These are things that we use all the time. So whenever they are on sales, we grab as many as we can. And I cannot remember when we bought them at their usual prices. We never run out of them because, before they run out, they are on sales again and we buy. So we never run out on these things and we never have to buy them at their usual prices. We have signed up to No Frills. They share whenever there is sales, they share in my email, and then that is how we take advantage of all these sales. And then, like I said, we do grocery shopping once a month. Trust me, if you decide to go to the grocery shop every day, you will get something to buy. We meal plan so that we do not buy things we do not need, and we also meal prep in order to help that our foods are not boring. Okay, so for instance, if I cook rice today and it's a lot, the next time you are going to eat it, I would rather make fried rice out of it, so that will give it that variety and the foods do not get boring. So you try to do different things with the same food so that it doesn't get boring to the family. Yeah, so that is what we do. Another thing we do when we are trying to make a purchase from, say, Amazon, we try to get the lowest price of the item with the best review. So I spend so much time reading reviews on the items to make sure that to know what people who have bought the items ahead of me are saying about the item. And trust me, this is something that you can mostly count on. So what you do is that you make sure that the reviews are not coming from just a handful of people. Okay, one thing I have come to notice is that how costly an item is doesn't necessarily mean that it is good. So we try to get the lowest price with the best reviews, and that is also one thing we do to live within our means. The next thing is items that we normally use for long, we place value on them and get them at the best quality. So I remember when the kids were just about reopening school, somebody asked me if I had bought school bags for their children, and I'm thinking that we have to buy school bags at every school year, because growing up, that is not how my parents brought me up. You get a new school bag only when your old school bag can no longer be used. But when we came here, and you hear back to school shopping, so when somebody called to ask me whether I bought back to school bags, I was like, what is back to school bags? Their bags are okay. There is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with their bags. They may just need some washing and they are all perfect. There are no tears, there are no fadings, nothing. So things that we know that the children or us will use for a very long time, we invest in them and get them quality ones so that we don't have to be buying a new one every now and then. Trust me, the bags that children have, they are going to use it for a lot more years. I'm not sure they'll be needing new bags anytime soon. So that is what we also do. And we try to teach our children, we buy things only when we need them. When you do not need something, you do not buy it. And if you can do without something, probably you do not need it. So that is how we are also trying to bring up our children so that when they grow, they are able to manage their monies well. They are able to live and be content in every situation they find themselves in. The other thing we also do not do is to buy occasion clothing or occasion outfits. For example, there's an occasion and then you are all required to wear a particular outfit and you know that the outfit will just be for the occasion. We do not do that. We would wear the closest we have. Say if there's a program and we are required to wear white, if we have white, fair enough, we are going to wear it. If we do not have it, we are going to wear the closest to white that we have. We use what we have all the time. We use what we have. Unless it is very necessary, we do not make purchases. We also shop thrift. We have actually signed up with Value Village such that they send us emails when they are having discounts or promotions and all that, and then we are able to buy at those periods. We shop thrift because I think it is better to buy thrift than to buy a cheap new thing. In terms of quality, I see that the thrift always comes at a better quality than buying new things that are cheap. So we do shop thrift, and even with that, we shop sales on thrift too. So that is what we do to live within our means here in Toronto, Canada. The last thing I would want to add is that we are content and we are satisfied. Now, let us not confuse being content with being mediocre. we are content, we are satisfied with the little we have, we are able to live within our means with absolutely zero debts, and we are grateful to God for that. Being content doesn't have to come with spending money. I mean, if you have to spend money to be content, then you are going to have a never-ending cycle of spending. Being content must come from within, living your gratitude and being happy with whatever you have, and that shouldn't have to do with money at all. I mean, money has an important role to play, but being content is priceless. Before I end today's video, I still want to leave us all with this memory verse, which happens to be one of my mom's favorites. I read it at the beginning and I'm ending with it too. Philippians chapter 4 verse 12, and it says that I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. Amen. Thank you so much for staying with me till now. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you have not done that yet, and stay blessed. Bye.